Hey everybody, Grest here. So I have a new weapon light that I just got in that I wanted to show you guys. And this is the Streamlight ProTac Rail Mount HLX laser. So let's go ahead and take a look at the specs on this guy, and I'll get maybe a little bit of a comparison with some of my other weapon lights. All right, so let's go ahead and get this guy out of the packaging. So when you pull it out of the packaging, you actually have the weapon light itself right here. First impression is that it is very beefy. It is a very large and beefy weapon light. So even the tail cap is quite a bit larger diameter than some of the others that I have. You do have the battery right here. Okay, so this is one of Streamlight's micro USB rechargeable batteries. So it actually has the micro USB port right there on the battery itself. Pretty cool. And then over here we have the tape switch. And honestly, I probably will never use this tape switch, but it does have it in case for those folks that like to use tape switches. And then you have here the USB charging cable, and you have some rail mount sections, as well as some zip ties and some 3M tape to mount the tape switch if you so choose. Other than that, comes with a sticker, comes with some instructions, that sort of thing. Okay, so I've went ahead and installed the battery on this thing. Quick look at the tail cap. It does have two buttons on here. One of those is for the laser, and then the other button here is for your light. And this is the 10 tap programmable from Streamlight. A lot of their lights have this option, and so if you quick double click, gives it the strobe mode. Single press gives it the on, and then of course it has the momentary on as well. Can of course use both the laser and the light, but the laser kind of at close range like this looks like it kind of bleeds out. So first impressions of this light, it's well made like all the other Streamlight weapon light options, as well as their regular carry lights. I've carried a Streamlight for many years. It has a larger body overall. It is quite a bit heavier. I mean, really noticeably heavier than some of my other weapon lights that I have. The housing, or the body of the light itself, is kind of this octagon shape, so it's a little different. It does not look like any of your standard Scout mounts will work with this particular flashlight. However, I believe that one of your ring mounts probably will work. I have one currently that I can try it with, but just a Picatinny rail mount that it comes with is probably just fine. And then inside, or on the light housing itself, you can see it looks like the laser adjustments. So this laser can be adjusted to your weapon, so dial it in, and you can see inside the lens, you can see the laser right there. My camera, but pretty cool idea is if you're wanting a laser. I was actually looking at buying Streamlight regular HLX, but not with the laser, the non-laser model, and this one popped up, and I was like, huh, that's interesting. Never had a laser on one of my weapon lights, so I figured I would give this a try. Okay, so just to give us a little bit, or give you guys a little bit of a comparison, so here is the ProTech HLX with the laser. This right here is my Arasaka. Okay, so you can see the difference in size is substantial. This is a heck of a light to be mounting on a rifle. Now here is the Cloud Defensive Rain. I would say they're more comparable in size, at least with the overall size of the lens assembly. The body, however, is quite narrow in this, and I'll tell you right away, the weight difference is like, I would say almost double, close to double the weight of the Cloud Defensive Rain. Definitely double the weight of the Arasaka. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of beam comparison. First, let's look at the laser. So here you can see the laser is pretty noticeable, but what we're more concerned about is the light itself. So here is the light. This is the Streamlight HLX laser model, and you can see it's got a pretty defined hot spot with a good bit of spill. The edges are pretty well defined. My guess is that this light, you can reach out there pretty far. So this is the Arasaka Scout Light, this Streamlight. So Arasaka Scout Light, and it doesn't have quite as a defined hot spot as compared to the Streamlight, which I'm bringing in on the left hand side. So this is quite a bit more, looks like a lot more throw with the Streamlight model, which was to be expected. It's a brighter light. The Cloud Defensive Rain has a considerable hot spot, very well defined edge, and then let's bring in the Streamlight. So the difference between the two lights, and maybe it doesn't pick up on camera super well, the Cloud Defensive Rain has a hotter hot spot. It's a warmer color than the Streamlight. The Streamlight is a little wider or even bluish in color compared to the Cloud Defensive Rain. But it's very obvious that the Cloud Defensive Rain is going to reach out quite a bit farther based on my eyes. All right, so just some quick specifications of the Streamlight ProTech HLX laser flashlight. This guy has a 18650 battery that is micro USB rechargeable. As I showed, the rail fits on 1913 rails. It has a red laser. It is considered multi-fuel. It comes with the remote pressure switch and push button switch. It has the Streamlight 10-tap programmable. It has 3 user selectable programs. It says it's lightweight at 10.8 ounces, but in my opinion, this is on the heavy side. And then the candela is 18,200 candela, 1,000 lumens in brightness. Okay, so that about wraps it up with this Streamlight ProTech HLX laser weapon light. Really not sure what I'm gonna put it on yet. I have quite a few rifles that I could put it on. I'm really struggling with, the added weight of this guy, as well as which one would benefit most from having a laser on it. So anyways, any comments, suggestions, please put them down below. But otherwise, I appreciate everybody watching and subscribing, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Y'all take it easy.